Is the Nike Vomero Premium really worth £200? Because credit where credit's due, Nike are clearly trying to build a super shoe inside a max cushioned daily trainer. It's a big idea with huge ambition, but for me, it doesn't fully land. The performance doesn't meet the promise, and honestly, the price tag might be a stretch. Before you go and pay £200, come watch this video and I'll tell you everything you need to know. From a styling perspective, the Nike Vomero Premium is genuinely impressive. It's a visually striking shoe with a really polished aesthetic, the kind of design that stands out without being over the top. The colour blocking, the materials, the overall silhouette, it all works together to give the shoe a premium, elevated look. And honestly, for casual wear, on long days on your feet, this would be an incredibly comfortable all-day option. Cushioning underfoot, feels plush, the upper looks refined, and it has that lifestyle appeal that a lot of runners actually appreciate in a daily trainer. Then when you look at the construction, Nike deserve credit here too. There's clear innovation in how they've put together this shoe, blending ZoomX with a carrier foam, reshaping the geometry and trying to bring elements of super shoe technology into a max cushioned daily trainer. You can see what they're aiming for: more energy return, more softness, more protection over long distances. It's definitely bold, it's ambitious, and on paper, it moves the Vomero line into an exciting direction. But the moment you look past the innovation, the build quality issues start to become hard to ignore. And this is where the Vomero Premium starts to show its weaknesses. For a shoe carrying the word premium, build quality doesn't land the way you'd expect at this price point. For me, the biggest red flag is the sole construction. The bonding around the midsole, especially where the foam meets the exposed air units, looks weak. Honestly, if this isn't the strongest adhesive Nike have ever used, there's a very real chance this sole could separate over time. And on a £200 shoe, that for me is unacceptable. Another big issue for me is the stability. For a neutral daily trainer, and especially one in the Vomero lineage, this shoe feels noticeably less stable than you'd expect. The stack height is higher, the foam is softer, and the mid-form platform just isn't wide enough to counter that movement. On cornering, on uneven ground, and even Jordan's easy straight line running, there's a slight side-to-side wobble that you can't really ignore. And if you're a heavy runner, or if you naturally land laterally, you'll feel this even more. And that's what makes it surprising, because historically, the Vomero has been one of the Nike's most stable neutral options. This premium version, it feels like the least stable Vomero yet. And then there's the ZoomX tech. Nike really highlighted this in the marketing, and on paper it sounds incredible. A ZoomX powered, max cushion trainer should feel bouncy, energetic and lively underfoot. But in reality, the ZoomX here feels muted. A big reason is the way in which it's being used. It's wrapped inside of a carrier foam, compressed by the geometry, and doesn't have the same freedom to expand and rebound the way it does in the Invincible or the Vaporfly series. If the box didn't tell you this was ZoomX, you generally might not know. The bounce isn't there, the energy return isn't there. Instead, the shoe feels more like a standard EVA blend with a slight softness, not the super foam experience you'd expect for a £200 model with ZoomX printed on the side. I really want to like this shoe. I don't think that the idea is lost at all. In fact, I actually think Nike should be commended for what they've tried to do here. There is definitely a market for a super shoe-inspired, max cushion daily trailer, and the concept genuinely excites me. And the design, it's outstanding. Visually, this is one of the best looking shoes Nike have released in the daily trainer category in a long time. I just think the execution needs refining. If Nike take the feedback on board and bring out a Vomero Premium 2 that fixes the stability, the build quality concerns, and lets that ZoomX really shine, then they could be looking at something special. And to be fair, if you're a lightweight runner, you might not notice some of the issues we've talked about today. You might even love this shoe exactly as it is. That's just my take. What do you think? Do you agree with what I've said? And would you buy them?